Ada stood at the edge of her village road just before dawn, holding a framed photo of her late father. He was her only family, until her uncle decided to marry her off to a man 3 times her age. She had begged, screamed, cried, but nothing moved him. So that morning, barefoot and shaking, she ran. No money, no food, just fear and an ache in her chest she couldn't name. Meanwhile, in a crowded Face Me I Face You compound across the state, 18-year-old Funmi stood outside her home, listening to her mother laugh with a man reeked of cheap gin and danger. She's turning 18 next week, her mother said. She's ripe. Have trained her well. That was the final crack. Funmi waited till night, grabbed a school bag, a nylon bag, and vanished. They met in the chaos of Lagos at Ojoeleba, the smell of hot exhaust and roasting corn choking the air. Ada sat on a slab near the bus park, eyes swollen from crying. Funmi noticed her. She had been on the streets 2 nights already, knew what hopelessness means. She sat beside Ada and offered her half a sachet of water. They didn't talk much that night, just sat in silence under the pedestrian bridge, listening to the horns and hawkers. That was enough. Days became weeks. They sold snacks in traffic. Funmi hawking gala with a loud voice, Ada quietly trailing behind with pop-off. At night, they squeezed into a small leaking room with 10 other squatters. But when everyone else slept, Ada and Funmi whispered stories of who they used to be and dreams of who they might still become. One day, a danfo driver slapped Ada for refusing to give him extra change. She cried all the way home. Funmi held her close and said, "As long as we date together, nothing will finish us." It was true. In each other, they found what their homes never gave them, a sense of worth. They began saving. Funmi, street smart and stubborn, tucked away 500 notes in the lining of her shoe. "One day, we go rent small place, just 2 of us," she would say. Ada would laugh, half believing her. They dreamed about beds with white sheets, running water, quietness and peace. But Lagos doesn't care about dreams. One rainy night, the police raided their area. Ada and Funmi were thrown into a cell with prostitutes and pickpockets. It stank of urine and hopelessness. That night, Funmi whispered to Ada, "If anything happened, find Madam Stella at Iwaya. She helped me once and she'll help you." Soon after, Funmi's cough began, first small, then deep and raw. Ada begged her to rest, but Funmi just smiled through the pain. "We need the money now." Then came the day she couldn't get up. Her breathing was shallow, no money for hospital. Ada ran door to door in their compound, begging, but nobody helped. Lying on their shared mat, Funmi took Ada's hand. Her voice was almost a whisper. "I saved it. The money, inside the black thing under my shoe. Promise me you get a decent place, you live for us, and call Stella, she will help you. And Ada, no matter what lives give you, do the right thing, even if it breaks you." That night, she died in Ada's arms. The burial was quiet, no choir, just Ada, holding the same wrapper they once shared on cold nights. She whispered to the grave, "You gave me a sister. I will give you the life we both wanted." Madam Stella was kind. She gave Ada a job cleaning hotel rooms. Every morning, Ada walked in silence, avoiding eye contact. Her breath lived under her skin like a bone. Then came room 306. She opened the door and saw it, a briefcase half open, stacked with cash. Her breath caught, her fingers trembled as she opened it fully. Next to it was a wallet. The man must have forgotten it. She stood there for a long time. The room was quiet, the air conditioning hummed. She thought of Funmi, of everything they could have done with that money, and she closed the case. The next day, her manager called her to the office. A man in a crisp white shirt waited. "Mr. Douglas." "You found it?" he asked. Ada nodded. "You could have taken it and disappeared." Ada lowered her eyes. "My sister, she gave me the kind of truth I can't betray." Mr. Douglas smiled, not the patronizing kind, the kind that said, "I see you." A week later, he paid her rent for a small apartment, registered her in a private school, got her new clothes, clean sheets, a fridge, a desk. That first night, she laid on the bed and whispered into the dark, "Funmi, we made it." Years later, Ada stood before a small building painted yellow and white. The sign read, "The Funmi Project, for girls who survived." Inside were mattresses, food, books, girls like she once was, tired, frightening, but still standing. A girl walked up to her, no older than she was when she first arrived in Lagos. Ada bent down, wiped the girl's tears and hugged her. As the sun dipped behind the rooftop, Ada walked into the main hall where Funmi's photo, smiling tray on her head, sat framed on the wall. She whispered, "You saved me. Now I save them."